Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is Utterly Reading. Today I will be doing my knife throwing TBR game to pick out the prompts for November's TBR. Things that I need to talk to you about first. The first one is I wanted to apologize for everybody because I have been kind of MIA this month. Things have been insane. It was the end of the first quarter of school for my kids. There's been field trips, there's been days off, conferences. I got sick, it's been crazy. So I haven't been filming very much this month. I do want to make sure that I change that and get some things up for you guys to watch in November. So I apologize. But I wanted to also talk to you about the books that I had for October, and I've actually done really well. A Stella Haunted House by Grady Hendrix, and I read this. The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward, and I finished this one. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I did finish this one. Pinata by Leopoldo Gout. I did finish this one. Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I read this one and I absolutely loved it. The Hunger by Alma Katsu. I finished this one. Dracula, which I am currently reading this one. I'm about 50 pages into it right now, but we still have just under a week left of October, so I am hoping to get this one done. The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson, and I am hopefully going to finish this one today. I'm like 250 pages into it. I'm on part 3, so hopefully I will be finishing this one today. So I will be doing, normally I do 6 throws, I will be doing 7 throws today just in case I don't, for whatever reason, finish Dracula in the next week or so. I know I'll finish Year of the Witching, but just in case if I don't finish Dracula, I am going to put in an extra throw. If I do finish it, then I can either read it or take it off. I haven't fully decided how I'm going to do that yet. I also, on the other end of the spectrum, in case if I do finish it, and I have finished all 8 of these books from October, I do have a couple of rewards in here that I came up with this month because I wanted to try and do something other than just a punishment for if I didn't finish all the books. I wanted to have a little bit of a reward for if I did. So I'm going to pick one of these out just in case if I do actually finish Dracula, and then we'll have that as well. So I'm going to pick this one. And this is a DNF pass. So this just means that if I start reading a book and I decide that I do not like it and I want to just move on and not read it, that I am not going to get a punishment for if I DNF a book. So I will hold on to that. And like I said, I will add in an extra throw today just in case if I do not finish Dracula. If I do not finish Dracula, then obviously the DNF will be void. So, just in case, kind of covering my bases. I do still have time left in October to finish these books, but I wanted to get this done before November starts. And I know that next week is going to be insane because Tuesday is Halloween and my kids have their Halloween parade at school and trick-or-treating and all of that fun stuff. I still have on my box, I still have all my Halloween prompts, so I'm going to pick out some new ones, just some regular ones. I also wanted to tell you guys, I forgot to tell you in my original videos that I do have a list. You probably can't see it, but I do have a list of all my prompts on here, and I am marking them for each one that I get in my prompts. So I am marking them, and once I get a specific prompt 3 times, I will be adding in an extra throw as well, just to keep it a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting, and that way I just maybe once in a while have a little bit more of a challenge than just the 6 books. So without further ado, let's pick out the prompts, and then I can get to throwing the knives and picking out books for November. So I'm going to kind of try and mix these up. So my first one that I am going to put on here, let's go with this one. And that is A to Z author Surname. The next one I have is a mama pick. The next one I have is a most recent purchase. This one, which is a standalone. A wild card. So this is one that I have had for long enough that I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember what it's about. And I'm just kind of going in blind. This one. Alright, so the next one that I have is an Instagram pic. So pet pic. And the last one. Secret TBR. Okay, this is one that I actually just added for my videos. Secret TBR is one that I will keep a secret from you, what I will be reading most. That is 8 prompts. I will get them put on the box, and then I will grab the knives and I will go out and throw knives to get my prompts. So for my first throw with my knives, I got a mama pick. And so I took a picture of 3 books to send to her and see what she would choose. The first one was Legends and Lattes. Her and my sister and I are actually going to be reading this one together this month. So I sent her this one. I thought it would be, a pretty obvious reason of why. The next one that I sent her a picture of was The Last Chance Library by Freya Sampson. And I also sent her a picture of I Must Betray You by Rudis Epidus. I read one of her books a couple years ago and I really enjoyed it and have been wanting to try another one for a while. So I had these 3 that I sent to my mom, and she didn't get back to me until right before filming this part of the video, and she ended up choosing The Last Chance Library. It says June Jones emerges from her shell to fight for her beloved local library, and through the efforts and support of an eclectic group of library patrons, she discovers life-changing friendships along the way. So it sounds like it's going to be a really sweet one, and I hope that it'll be a really good one. I have it from my library, and so I'm really excited to pick this one up. My next prompt that I got was a wild card. This is one that I don't remember anything about it, and that I am just going to go into blind and see how I like it. And I kind of want to try some more fantasies now that it's getting colder, and I just need a little bit of a change from horrors and thrillers. I just need a kind of a change of pace. So the first one that I might read is The Tethered Mage by Melissa Caruso. Like I said, I don't remember anything about these, so if you have any thoughts of which ones you think that I would like, or that if you've read them and enjoyed them, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. But I have The Tethered Mage by Melissa Caruso that has a quote on the front from Genevieve Cogman that says, "It's charming, intelligent, fast-moving, control the magic, control the world," is what it says. The other one that I have that I actually just picked this up from Goodwill a few days ago, and that is The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. This one, I don't know anything about it, but it says a thrilling epic of found families, ancient magic, and stories that linger from S.A. Chakraborty. And that just to me sounded like a fantastic quote on the front of this book, because I mean the found family thing, after reading Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, I am down. So between these 2, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Stardust Thief, because that found family aspect and the ancient magic. I mean, who really doesn't love ancient magic coming to light? It just sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I am very excited. I will be adding this one on for my wild card. The next prompt that I got is a secret TBR prompt. So that means I can pick out a book from a secret TBR video that I'm going to make for you guys. and I can read a book for that and count it. I have a few plans for November, but nothing is like set in stone yet, so I'm just gonna hang on to this prompt, and I will let you know when I use it, when I actually come out with that video. So for right now, this one will remain a secret, and I'm not gonna tell you. Alright, and then the next one I got is A to Z author surname. So when I did this on my phone, I just brought up the random letter picker wheel thing, and the first letter that it gave me was an N, and when I looked through all of my books and the authors, I don't think I have any books with an author that their last name starts with an N. So I spun again, and it came up with O. And the only author that I could think of that has the last name that starts with O is Richard Osman, because I read The Thursday Murder Club and The Man Who Died Twice. And so I do have the third book in this series, The Bullet That Missed. And so since like I said, I don't think I have any others that have an author that start with O, but a cozy mystery in November and just kind of wanting those like relaxed, chill, kind of sweet vibes. I'm totally okay with that. So I will be reading The Bullet That Missed, which is, like I said, the third book in this series, and I'm really excited about it. So that will be my choice for the author's surname with the letter O. The next prompt that I got was a reread, and I am trying to get an arc for The Slain Divine, which is the third and I believe final book in the Vagrant Gods series by David Dalglish. But I am, because the book comes out at the beginning of January, I am wanting to reread the first two because I absolutely loved them. But there's a lot that happens, and so I want to make sure that it's all fresh in my mind with all the books that I've read this year, because I've read over 50 books this year, and a lot of them have been in the last few months. So for my reread, I am going to be reading book 1, which is The Bladed Faith by David Dalglish. If you have not heard of this and you like John Gwynne or you like those fantasy books, I highly, highly recommend this one, and I will say it now, and I'm probably going to say it about 50 times with reading this in November, but I absolutely love this book. I had never heard of David Dalglish before I picked this up for my husband last Christmas, and now I am totally hooked. I love this series, and I cannot wait for January when The Slain Divine comes out. If you've seen my Instagram, they did have a cover reveal for it this last month, and I posted it even before it had gone to Amazon yet. I was so excited. So I will be reading this one for my reread in preparation and hopefully be able to get an arc for The Slain Divine, but if not, I'm still going to pick it up. So I will be rereading this one. The next prompt that I got was a library recommended, and I looked in my notebook at the recommendations I have written down that they have recommended to me in the past. There's some thrillers. One of them that they've recommended to me is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I still have yet to read, by V.E. Schwab. However, one of them that I do own and that I do really want to read this month just happens to be Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. So my mom didn't choose it, but sure enough, I'm still going to get it onto my TBR for November. It is Legends and Lattes. All I know about it is there is an orc that decides that she wants to stop being an assassin and stop killing people and open a coffee shop, but nobody knows what coffee is. So I have heard it's really sweet and it's really fun, and so I'm really, really, really excited to read this one with my mom and my sister this month. This is probably going to be the first one that I pick up. but I'm really excited. So this one will be my library recommended for November. So the last prompt that I got is a thriller, and if you have not noticed from my stack so far this month, I am kind of moving away a little bit from thrillers. I feel like my ratings for them are going down, and that it's taking me longer to read them than it usually does, and that usually is a sign for me that I kind of need to change up genres and kind of have a change of pace of what I'm reading. But since I did get this, I actually this last month bought The Stranger Upstairs by Lisa M. Matlin, and I am really excited to try this one out. I've heard really mixed things about it, but I absolutely love this cover, and I'm really interested. The little blurb in the beginning, it says, most people wouldn't buy an infamous murder house to renovate for fun, but Sarah Slade is not most people. So it sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Hopefully it'll be a good one. I don't know. I've never read from this author before, and with thrillers, you kind of never know if it's going to strike the right chords with you. So I'm really excited to try this one, and I'm going to pick this one up for my thriller for this month. Oh, also, one of the books that I am wanting to get to in November that I'm not going to include it in this because I'm going to kind of spread it between November and December is that I read back when I was in school, like 7th or 8th grade. I read Little Women for the first time, and I absolutely loved it. I have watched the movie since I was a kid. We always watched the one with Winona Ryder and Kirsten Dunst and Susan Sarandon. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. Like, we even call our mom Marmee because of that movie, and it has always stuck. So in November and December, I would absolutely love to do a reread. I have this beautiful copy of the first part of the book that I bought from Book Outlet, not realizing it wasn't the whole thing because this book is not this short. But I am going to try and also get to this one, but I'm not going to include it. I am going to try and split it between like November and December because I always thought it would be really fun to read this one right around Christmas time. So I'm also going to try and include this one if I can. Another one that I would like to include, if at all possible, to finish the series is Wrath by John Gwynne. I said at the beginning of last month that I wanted to add this in, but I made it to about 100 pages into this, and then I got completely distracted by all the other books that I was reading with the horrors and the thrillers for October, and I didn't pick it up again. So I would like to finish this one if possible, but I'm not going to hold myself to it because I do have other things that I want to do this month. So these are a couple extras that I would like to include, but my stack for this month is going to look kind of like this. A few cozy ones, a few fantasies, just some fun ones. And I'm really excited for all of them. If you have read any of these and have any thoughts, please, if you love them, if you hated them, I would love to hear from you. If you've read The Stardust Thief, absolutely, I would love to hear from you about that one. Vagrant Gods, like I said, I'm so excited to reread those, and I'm crossing my fingers that I might be able to get an arc of that because I think that would be so cool. And so I'm really excited. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I have my Instagram username in the comments. It's just @utterlyreading, and I would love to hear from you. And like I said, I have a lot of videos planned for this month, and I'm really excited to share all of those with you. So I hope you have a great rest of October, a happy and safe Halloween, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.